depression and fibromyalgia. Now, people get down anyway, don't they, through pressures of life, stress, what have you. Things that are thrown at them all the time, and political issues as well, and wars that are going on around the world, all these pressures, all these layers of worry. There is. It just is. People have different ways of coping with it. But when you've got like fibromyalgia as well, and you don't really know from one day to the next how you're going to be, you're almost like worrying, overly stressing about it before the event even happens. And that itself makes you ill. Stress and depression. They're also linked, really, and also linked with fibromyalgia, because your mood changes, you see, with fibromyalgia, partly because you're actually in pain. Sometimes you need to concentrate to manage the pain. It's not, Mrs. That she knows how I feel sometimes, because I'm suffering because I've gone a bit quiet. I don't actually want to talk because I'm concentrating to sort of like manage the pain. Catches you out, you see. And other times, you're being cheerful and happy, I'm quite fortunate I live here, It's beautiful around here. I live in rural France, I've got over 2 hectares of land here, and, we can meander around here and look heart's content. We're planting trees and what have you. Got a veggie garden. And then I work in my workshop as well, It's just, we don't have to deal with people. Now, I know everybody's different, but I kind of like I like my space. I like not having to worry about the next person who's going to knock on my door, or having to go to a workplace and actually have to deal with people, even though you feel, I don't know if I can, you know what I mean, because you're in pain. It makes it easier for me to manage it, I think. Also, could be lonely. There's times when you want to have somebody to talk to. Sometimes you need to. At the moment, my dear missus, she's in the UK at the moment, visiting the family. I'm here looking after the dogs. But I suppose really they don't allow me to be lonely. They really don't. Usually they'll be here, They're very clingy. But they love you, And I love them, It's just nice to have that sort of companionship. There's no strings attached with animals, is there? Apart from the fact you've got to feed them, look after them. Yeah, you see, you need to find something, a way to manage your depression, manage the pain. Times when you're low, is there somewhere you can go? Just to sit and reflect. Everyone's in too much of a hurry. They just want to get from A to B. And don't think about the journey. That's what I find a bit odd when people get in their campers, and they drive 300 miles on the motorways and on the toll roads just to get to their destination, with no regard of all the destinations in between, all the waypoints in between where they left and where they're heading to. Doesn't make any sense to me. Especially when you're in a place like this. There are so many places you can visit. So many places where you can just relax, breathe, contemplate, just watch wildlife, the animals, the birds, There's so many things so many ways you can take solace. And sometimes you just have to walk away from the things that spoil she, you know. Things that upset you, remove them. If there's members of the family who drive you absolutely insane, make you angry, just don't engage. I know that's hard sometimes, especially if it's your own kids. But sometimes you just have to push back. For your own state of mind, you've got enough to deal with. Especially if you've got fibromyalgia, you know. Yeah, so remove the anomalies that bring you down. Because depression is a trigger. Stress is a trigger. And there are other things you see. When you're depressed, you're stressed, you can wallow in self-pity. There's always people out there that are a lot worse off than you. That's how I feel. They're going through a darn sight more than you. In many cases, there are. I think we just need to learn how to manage how we're feeling and find that respite. And for me, it's nature. It's wildlife. The countryside. Birdsong. You know. The crickets. It's just nice, you know. But, you know, I'm fortunate. I live in a nice place. I roll out of bed into this, basically. No, I don't live in a tent. How do you deal with your depression that's brought on by your fibromyalgia? Leave it in the comments down below. Toodaloo.